In the sewing class, I used to take the needles. I'm such an edgy kid. And I used to like, ow! What the hell? I just got stabbed. Okay. Anyways, I used to like put the needle like through the tips of my fingers, like on the edges. I think it's called the cuticle. And I used to like sew my fingers together in class to like show people and be like, hey, look, haha, isn't it gross? And everybody would be like, ew! But it didn't hurt because it was just through. Ow! Any birthday stories? Oh, I do have a birthday story, but it's not a it's not a happy birthday story, I guess. I had just moved into a new middle school, and it was my birthday. And usually, like in school, you know how you are in younger school, like you just invite your whole class over, and then people come and you have a party. Well, it wasn't like that anymore, and I told Mama Watson that that all these people from class were gonna come to my party. They were all gonna come to my party, and it was gonna be a really cool time. And she should get like all these snacks and cake and balloons. And so I invited everybody. I invited everybody in the class, maybe like 30 kids. I invited everybody, and only my best friend showed up. And Mama Watson bought a bunch of balloons and a bunch of snacks and cake and presents. But nobody came to the party. That's like probably the only birthday story I remember. It's okay. It was a long time ago. It didn't hurt my feelings. I was still excited because I got all the cake and all the snacks all to myself.
It's a little creepy. Everything is smiling at us.
I guess it could be creepy, yeah.
It's like it's a small world. It's a smiley world.
You don't like It's a Small World?
I mean, it's...
I used to memorize all the lyrics in like the different languages. I thought it was really cool.
That's really nerdy. That's cute. What?
I remember being in the computer class, like in middle school, and I would use like Google Advanced Search to get past the blockers in school that wouldn't allow you to go to like certain websites. And I would look for like I don't know how to describe it, like embedded flash games. And I would search on Google and like the advanced search, and I would find a bunch of games to play like that. I remember, I don't know if I should say this. It's kind of bad. I don't know if I should. Well, I was in computer class, and I thought it was really cool that you could talk to people online. Yeah, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And so I would try to find ways in computer class to access like any sort of messaging apps, like any sort of online messaging, because I really like the idea of talking to people on the computer. And so usually what I would find is like, you guys remember those AI bots where you would type into the chat and you would you would ask them questions and they would give you like an auto reply. I would use that a lot, but then I don't know if I should say this. Okay, I was really, really young, so I didn't understand the implications. Okay, but in computer class, because I was really obsessed with talking to people online, it turns out you could talk to people on like an army recruiting page. And I was talking to somebody in there because they have like a live chat help room. And I said something really bad. I said I had something dangerous at school. like I I can't even say it out loud. But anyways, the guy he's like, I know your school. I have your IP address. And he like put the school that I was at in the chat, and I got really scared. And then I logged off and I like shut down the computer. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Because I knew it was just like some kid being really stupid. I was like 12 when I was like in the car when I was little. As we go through tunnels, drive through tunnels is my favorite thing, because when we drive through the tunnel, I go and try to hold it for like as long as possible as you're going through the tunnel, and then you like almost pass out at the end because it's like a really long tunnel. You guys ever do that?
Cactus Valley. Have you ever touched a cactus before?
I have. Actually, when I was a wee time traveler, when I was a wee detective, I saw a really fuzzy cactus and I thought it would be soft, so I touched it like a dog. I went, like this. Oh. Whoops.
I'd like to say I'm surprised that you touched the cactus, but I'm not.
I thought it would be soft, but then I had a bunch of pricklies in my hand.
Ooh, like fiberglass.
Ooh. Yeah, well, except it like, yeah, sort of. Fiberglass is a good snack.
What?
I also microwaved once. I microwaved a chip bag, and you don't want to microwave a chip bag because it has foil on the inside. And if you microwave a chip bag, it will catch on fire after like 4 seconds. So if you do microwave a chip bag, only microwave it for like 3 seconds, and even that is dangerous. So don't do that. But it shrinks. It's really cool. Like it shrinks into like a mini chip bag. But don't do it. Okay, look it up on YouTube. Don't do it yourself though. Well, it's cool because it shrinks. Yeah, one time my brother and I used to microwave them for fun because they like shrink and we thought it was really cool. And then one time we microwaved one bag for too long and it caught on fire in the microwave. Yeah. Sorry, I'm shaking my leg. It's such a bad habit. You guys do that? I think everybody shakes their leg. Me and Brother Watson used to do that all the time. Like if we were sitting, well, not on purpose, but if we were around Auntie Watson, she'd get really mad. She's like, "Stop shaking your leg!" Yeah, she used to yell at us pretty bad. but she made me develop really good habits. Like maybe you guys can do this with your children or future children or something. Maybe not. But every time I used to get in the car with her, she would say "seatbelt!" like really loud at the top of her lungs. It's like I've been trained like a dog now. As soon as I get into a car, subconsciously the first thing I do, even if we're not going to be driving or anything, the first thing I do is put on my seatbelt immediately. Kind of I guess it's not a lame habit, but yeah, it's an automatic response. A good habit though. Singing ever something you wanted to do? Not really. Like as a kid, I really wanted to learn instruments like guitar and harmonica, but I was never like, oh man, I want to be a singer. I think I knew that I wanted to be like some sort of performer as a kid because I would put on like these ribbon shows. What is it called? I forgot already again. I would like put on these shows for my family as a kid. Ribbon twirling, yeah. And I thought it was so cool. And we entered, like my older brother and I, when we were kids, we entered like a talent show and he was gonna be a magician and I was gonna be like the assistant on stage. But my brother got too scared to go on stage, so it was just me, and I was crying because I was like, we're not gonna go on stage on the talent show, and I threw a tantrum. I don't know, did you guys throw tantrums as a kid? I was really bad. I was really bad as a kid. Like, the only thing I remember doing as a kid is throwing tantrums. I would like throw myself on the floor and I'd be like, so annoying. I hated wearing shoes so much. I would always like kick them off and take off my shoes in public. I still don't like wearing shoes. It's just, I don't like wearing socks inside. It's nasty, all of you guys who wear socks inside. Gross. I dressed up for Halloween a lot, but I don't know. Recently, I haven't been dressing up for Halloween. I don't think I dressed up. Well, I mean, look, we're dressed up for Halloween now. That counts, right? Let's see. One year, I was a pumpkin witch. One year, I remember Brother Watson did a really good, like, Hobbit cosplay for Halloween. He was, like, Frodo. And, even had a little bag of rings that he would give out to people. And what else? I was a cow zombie one year. Yeah, it was a zombie. It was a cow, but it was a zombie. A zombie cow. You guys never heard of that? No, it was not a cow kini. It was like I was wearing like a cow onesie kind of. And then I had zombie makeup on. I don't know, okay? I just did whatever. It's because I wanted to go to school dressed up cool, but nobody else was dressed up. It was not embarrassing at all. Whatever. When I was a kid, there was this other kid and he got in the cart. And he got on the bottom part, like this part on the bottom, and then other kids got up in the top, and then we pushed them like this, whee! And then his finger got stuck underneath the wheel, and his pinky came off. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Include information about special sale. Oh my god. When I was a kid, my brother and I used to write like the worst messages to villagers. Stuff like, go die, right? To a villager you hate. I would never say that today though, to one of my villagers. Brother Watson used to threaten to delete my Animal Crossing town and I would cry. And then I would cry because he would start to hit villagers that I like while I'm watching him play. Because at some point we shared a town, because in the GameCube version you move into like a little square, and he had his village, his house right next to mine. So sometimes he would beat the villagers. Actually, you guys want to hear a story? It's kind of gross. When I was like 2 years old, I was in an ice cream shop with my mom, and we were going to get ice cream, and I got my ice cream, and as I was licking the ice cream cone, I was walking, and the floor was slippery, and I slipped and I fell, and they didn't have a sign that said floor slippery because they had just mopped, and I was licking the ice cream cone and I fell, and I bit my tongue, and my mom and the doctor said that my mom said the doctor said that my tongue was hanging off by like 2 threads. Yeah, and so I have this big scar in the middle of my tongue when I bit my tongue off when I was 2 years old. They couldn't like stitch it up or anything, because if you put stitches it would like constantly open, so I guess they just left it there and they just let it heal. And then my mom got really mad because the guy in the ice cream shop, he wouldn't call 911 because he was scared that he was gonna get like sued, so he was like refusing to let her use the phone, because this was before like cell phones were that popular, I guess. Yeah, and he wouldn't let her call, and she had to like grab him like by the collar and like shake him and be like, give me the phone. You know how like apparently like when moms, like when their kids are in danger, they get like this big rush of adrenaline and they get like really strong? Yeah, I guess that's what happened. I'm not a boomer. I'm a zoomer like you guys. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. See, I couldn't go that fast if I was a boomer.
This is so painful for me.
I like the pain. I drink your tears.
They're not tasty. They're just salty, and I thought Ame is not salty.
I'm pretty salty.
You're not salty, right? You don't like salt, right?
I remember when I was a kid, when I was really young, my friend cried and I licked her tears.
What? You ate your tears? What? What?
They're salty.
What? So you cried for something that made you sad, but then it cheered you up because it was so tasty.
Well, it wasn't me crying, but yeah, sure.
Oh, what? So you drank someone else's tears?
When I was a kid, I wouldn't do that today.
Yeah, sure, Ame. You did just talk about doing it today, but yeah, no, you wouldn't do that today. You're totally not someone who does one thing again that you did in the past and you're now threatening to do again.
I'll drink your tears, Kiara. Give them to me.
Oh my god. But actually my tears don't taste like salt.
Huh? Why not?
They taste like gravy.
I remember one time I used to go to like these people's house that would like babysit me when I was pretty young, and it was their anniversary, and they had these really nice chocolates that the husband bought for the mom, and I really liked those chocolates, and so I asked him while he was washing the dishes, I said, can I have one of those chocolates? And he was like, yeah, whatever. And so I ate one. I opened the box. It was like an anniversary present. I opened it and I took a chocolate because I thought it was okay. And then they got really mad. They said, who opened the box of chocolates? And then I blamed it on this other girl who used to make fun of me. And then she got in trouble and she was never allowed to come back.